Alright. And we should be live. 1 second. Hey Draco, how are you? Oh, there we go. Hey Pickle, how are you? Alright. So, we are going to finish this dragon today. There's still quite a bit of work left on it, but this is going to be the final day. If I have to keep going for 10 hours, I'll go for 10 hours. Like, we're going to finish this up today. But a little bit of music would actually be pretty neat. So let's just get some of that up here. Hmm. Hey, oh, you changed your main so nice, and welcome Sam. It's good hearing from you. Seeing that you're back and in good health. There we go. Alright, and the bot seems to have joined the channel too, so we should also have the chat coming up in a second. Okay, so let me just show you guys. We still have to finish up quite a bit, but I think we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have 20 layers left, and they're gonna get gradually smaller as we go. So I'm hoping that's not gonna take too long, and then after that, we can get straight into making the face of the dragon. So, I mean, that's pretty exciting, isn't it? At least I think so. Like, I'm super stoked about that. Not gonna lie, that really like just makes me happy to think about. Yes, it is. I recently started streaming a little bit on Twitch too. So it's sort of the bot that keeps everything clean. Morning, Jesse. How are you? I hope everything is well. So I threw out a poll into the Discord asking whether or not we should try out Twitch. I just realized something. 1 second. There we go. It's nighttime for you? Yeah. The time difference is quite big, isn't it? Alright, we're just gonna make sure that we're fully stacked up before I head into this, because it takes almost a stack of everything to complete this. So we're getting to this, but very slowly. So, after we've finally completed this build, oh, I can't believe we're actually getting there. Oh, that's so exciting, damn. That really makes me happy, not gonna lie. That we're finally at this. It actually doesn't. If it requires anything, it requires a beefy internet connection. And you can stream on to both platforms using Restream, or 2 platforms using Restream, which well, you can only use 2 channels for free, but I mean, it's not. If you wanted more, you could like pay for it, and you can get like multiple streaming channels. But with Restream, you can not sponsored or anything. Just letting you guys know. With Restream, you can sort of do it for free, as long as you just need 2 channels. And it also takes a little bit off what you usually need for like a strong internet connection. I think you need about what was it, 8 gigabytes per stream normally of upload speed. Now I have 800, so it, Jesus Christ, that gave me a scare. That's loud. Wait, hold on. Sorry about that. Okay. Just added in some. I was not prepared for that. I messed about with the Twitch channel a little bit yesterday, which added in some alerts and stuff to it. So if you're interested, you can also check me out there. I think the link is also in the video description of this. I use OBS, and then I have Stream Elements and Restream as sort of supporting streaming features, and that's because they can actually be incorporated into OBS. Like there are mods for it, for OBS, that you can simply overlay in with the Restream and the Stream Elements, and it just sort of makes everything a little bit easier. Because I can start the Twitch stream, all of the streams really, right here from my OBS. Though the YouTube stream is a little bit different, I have to go in and rename that one, I think. At least that's what I do, because I use that as the primary stream, and then simply restreams everything from OBS onto Discord, or not Discord. Give me a second, my words are failing me. Onto Twitch. There we go. Yes, so we are streaming off both right now. You should be able to see if somebody joins the... so, like, you see up here, you see the... I have to aim for this, give me a second. I have to do this through my preview because I don't see the chat on the screen. But you see like the YouTube logo here, so you'll know whether or not it's someone on the Twitch stream, or whether it's on the damn, I'm good at sort of doing that. Anyway, you'll know whether it's a YouTube user sending it over or whether it's Twitch. Now, we played around with this a little bit yesterday, and we actually found out that it chat is actually quicker on Twitch, so it actually shows me even quicker what you guys are writing if you're writing through Twitch, which came as a surprise to me, as I've put actually a decent amount of work into lowering the latency between stream and on YouTube. But I guess like Twitch is made for streaming, so it makes sense that they would be able to have even lower latency. Well, the stream is all it's the way. Well, I watched a YouTube video in short on how to do it, right? Because I don't know, that it seems super weird to me. But essentially, when you're streaming, you can add in sources to, well, your gameplay to make it pop out a little bit more. Is it just me, or is the music a little bit loud? I feel like the music is a little bit loud. Let's just try with 10. Alright, so well, I can show you in like, broad terms. So this is what my OBS looks like. Right, kind of trippy when you're seeing it like this. So essentially, I have the chat here, or one of the chats. I also have this one. This is the one where I can see multiple, and this is just purely YouTube. Here I can start and stop all the things, but if you wanna add in like a Twitch alert, for example, I have popped that up here. I've set it in as an overlay, so I can actually see it on my gameplay. But it's gonna be on the stream in itself, or the multi-chat, which is this one here, or what you see up here. They simply work as overlays through all of this. There we go. Just gonna move these guys over here. So essentially, I make it work by just having a bunch of extra windows, and you can sort of mod your way through it. When you use any third-party program like Restream or Stream Elements or something, they usually give you a browser URL that is connected to either a singular chat or an alert of sorts. And that browser URL you can pop into sources and then say, well, it's a browser URL, pop it in there, and then pop it somewhere on the screen, so you can freely move it about. But I have to log on to my side screen to actually see the chat. I don't know whether there's a way to get the overlay onto my actual game. I have thought about that, because I don't know, I'm not necessarily opposed to it. And to having like a physical copy of it on the screen. It might be easier to keep up with chat that way, like on my main screen. That's what I mean. There's too much glass over there to not bring a full inventory. So that's what we're gonna do. This is like the biggest layer, but this is also gonna get gradually smaller, so like the layers are gonna take less and less time putting them down. Now there's still a lot of things I haven't figured out with this cross streaming thing. So if you notice something that's sort of odd, please do let me know, and I'll try and figure it out. Or if you think of something that could be nice. And I bet, like, I'm not saying you should follow my example on how I've set up my OBS. I bet there are probably a lot of ways to do it a lot better and a lot more, well, ways to set it up that's a lot easier. Oh darn. Or hello. There you go. But well, the stream delays, all I've been really able to do there, especially when we're talking about YouTube. I haven't done anything to Twitch, so Twitch is just insanely fast on its own. But in your OBS, you can set the stream delay for YouTube to be ultra low or low, or I think there's a high, a low, and an ultra low. And they don't recommend the ultra low, but it is the one I'm using, because it does mean that every now and then, and I do feel like I have a lot of viewers who have some issue in regards to that their video would suddenly start buffering, or they'll suddenly all of a sudden be 5 minutes behind and they didn't really notice, right? Because it's like trying to save a frame or two and then suddenly it's just 5 minutes behind. And that does happen every now and then. But that's really the only way I was able to make the delay seem less big by you guys always being able to fast forward or say, alright, wait, I'm apparently 5 minutes behind, and then just click on the live icon. Because I want it much rather to be able to quickly respond to whatever you say. Because I know, at least the few streams I do watch, I find it kind of obnoxious that I have to wait 10 seconds on stream just to see my own message and for someone to respond to it. So I wanted to, well, make that number as tiny as possible, so it feels more like a conversation and not like you are sitting there waiting for my response. I suppose it's better if you're just like chatting with chat and not doing gameplay too, but I don't know, I think the gameplay part of it is quite kind of nice. Most of the time though, when you're in doubt on how to fix something on OBS, I think first of all OBS is very, very well developed. I wouldn't mind being sponsored by OBS because I actually do like the product. The only issue you might have when trying to figure out if you have an issue is that you don't know the term for it, because so far I haven't been able to, well, I've been able to do pretty much everything on OBS that I could possibly think of wanting to do. But most of the time I don't know the search term I need to use in order to figure out what it is I want to put into words with the live stream. Like, there's a lot of sort of niche terms that are used for streaming. And the few things OBS doesn't have, well, it has mods for it, so I suppose that's what's great about open-ended software. Being able to read a little bit of the code. But I also think isn't OBS like the biggest streaming software out there, so I mean it makes sense that they would have the necessary fonts to make everything work. Or at least they're one of, if not the biggest. I'm not quite sure who's the biggest, but like one thing I've always like really liked about streaming is that the tools is scalable usually. So I don't see a reason why you shouldn't be able to use OBS if you have 5 viewers or 0 viewers or 1 million. Like I don't think it matters in that sense. Unlike if you have a business where you have to constantly upgrade your systems due to the demand on different things. Right, so this is that layer. That way it means we can go down, refill on glass, because like that glass layer uses up so much glass. It's absolutely insane. I wish, man, I wish. Well, I suppose that we do make it to a point where there is any company that's foolish enough to make me to want to have me as to sponsor me for whatever. I can assure you that I will never be sponsored by a product I wouldn't be using myself. So I mean, you have that going for you. If you see me sponsoring something, it's because I actually believe in the product. And I found it nice to work with. Like, there's nothing more disingenuous than when you're sort of like looking for not necessarily like a whole new avenue of products, but like then when a streamer is like, oh right, Raid Shadow Legends. I find that to be such a sellout, you know? And that's not just because I'm sick and tired of ads for Raid Shadow Legends, but I am that too, of course. Like, damn. I would be quite pleased if I never saw a Raid Shadow Legends ad again. Like, that would be quite pleasing. Huh. Ah, are you kidding me, Phantoms? Jeez. It's such an expensive flight getting up here, it's actually kind of incredible. Would you look at this though? The hole here is becoming gradually smaller. We like that a lot. Alright. guess we can start putting down some more glass paints. A level or two, I think we can start doing the like just going all the way across, but to the next part too. But I think there's simply too much glass paints right now for my inventory to keep up. But how have you been, Jesse? Do you have any plans for the week? School work went well and all that? I know we're only in the middle of the week, but time. I really want those two paints over there. Oh, I mean, I guess that cost me 2 rockets at the very least. Hey, Saucer. Hmm. I suppose. Uh, I suppose. I mean, I think you should just. Well, I don't want to really will put any restrictions on you. I think you should make a banner that you think would be suitable for the channel. If like that you think would fit the style and overall feel of the channel, and if you reckon a flower banner can do that, and I'm gonna trust you and say, yeah, go ahead. Well, we are a Minecraft channel, so pixelated would sort of be very, very convenient, wouldn't it? Like pixelated for Minecraft just seems right to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just mm, mm, mm. It would be that bit there, for an example. Eh, I don't know. It's just the first stock photo that was free I could find on the internet. Uh, and I don't, I would like something more personalized, you know? Sort of, something that just I have. It was Sunday already. Ah, that's pretty nice, dude. I'm looking forward to seeing, how that goes. Like, Sunday is pretty quick, I'd say. What's your general concept idea? Like up here, here. Yeah, I know, Jesse. It's it's actually sort of what I struggled on, but I don't know. Then I sort of remembered I had an old Facebook group called like an old private group, or was it WhatsApp? I don't know. but where it's so sort of the a group where I knew everyone and just sort of decided I wanted to go partying with them, and uh, I ended up calling that group JoJo's Musketeers, and we had a lot of fun calling ourselves. Really, we had a lot of fun calling ourselves JoJo's Musketeers. So I ended up sort of just going, all right, well, I don't really care whether there's someone out there who already has sort of a claim to JoJo or Joe. We're just gonna go with I'm just gonna go with that, and then something that reflects whatever content I'm making, such as Minecraft, so MC. Yeah, I think Salsa is actually pretty good. I don't like. I don't quite. Why did you pick a saw though? Like back in the day, do you just have a fascination with saws, or like what's the intent behind that? Because I do think the name is actually pretty good. It's just like what inspired you to pick saws? Why not the panda or I don't know, screw so. I mean, okay, that one is obvious, but why you didn't go with a screw? But still, what's the design philosophy behind picking a saw? Well, and why not cakesil or pencil then? Well, that makes no sense whatsoever. If you're using a saw for your pancakes, you made them wrong. Like, if you need a saw to get through your pancakes, you did something very, very wrong. Ah, you saw. Okay, so it's not as in the tool, but as in uh, past tense C. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. You saw a saw. Mm-hmm. Okay, so a zombie finally spawned in one of those things down there. Yeah. Well, as long as it isn't a creeper, and as long as I don't get too close, we should be good. Or a skeleton, that would also be super annoying. Hmm. Though a skeleton might have issues sort of shooting up through this, so I'm not sure it would be too bad if a skeleton spawned underneath us. Right. Yeah, I don't think screw cell is a particularly good. Wouldn't be a particularly good name for it, would it? No. No, I think it would actually be kind of terrible. Too many misunderstandings. Okay. Backfill up on fireworks and base materials. Fireworks first though. Okay, let's just grab all of the empty ones here. Are there any empty ones in this one? Nope. Nice. Sound. I don't know, if you spelled that with a G instead of a Z, you'd have like a goud sound. Oh, goud. Which is kind of funny. Alright, and we continue up all the way. Alright, well, good luck, I guess, on graduation day, or at least have a wonderful day, and well done, man. It's always an achievement graduating, so good job, man. Enjoy your day and celebrate. Okay, so now I just place the glow lichen here and there, wherever I feel like there's need for a little bit of light. And so it begins. I thought I could fly a lot longer than that. Will. Really? Hey, Reza. Rezo, welcome. How are you? I hope everything is well. We are getting sort of close to actually finishing this build up, which... Well, I'm gonna finish it today no matter what, but... I mean, it's, Well, it might not be today we finish it, but we are gonna keep going until we finish it, so, I mean... As long as this doesn't turn into a 24-hour stream, I think we're gonna be good. But, heck, I'm gonna call in sick if we haven't finished it by tomorrow. I haven't called in sick in years, so I suppose now is a good time to use one if I ever were, but I think we can actually finish this within the next 4 hours. This build. But then again, we have been using, well, we were at, what, 30, or were we at 40 hours yesterday? 43 hours? And I built for 4 hours, so that means 47. So my estimation on this being a 5-hour build was completely off, if nothing else. Ah, darn. And then we run down to down here. Filled back up on glass. It's gonna be pretty wild though, as soon as we have all of the material put down there, like the blocks, we can fill our inventory just with glass, just to finish this up quicker. would probably actually be a good idea to build towards that instead of this. But I don't know. Because it would mean more continuous glass placing. But I don't know whether my brain would be able to handle that. I might just fry my brain if I try that. There we go. Hmm. All right. More glass panes. Thank you, Jesse. I suppose I'll try my best. You do the same, yeah? We don't want any unfortunate accidents or all that, you know? So live long and prosper, you too, man. Sort of an odd comment though, not gonna lie. It's a little bit of an odd comment, but yes, we made it. Nice. I recently started rewatching Suits. I must admit, I actually really like that series. Hmm. It's more fun being odd, so don't worry about it. Who wants to be normal? Air quotations. Well, I suppose someone who's really odd looking might want to look normal, but act normal or be normal is not sort of just. Yeah, it is. I quite adore it. Like it's I don't know. Like I think the later seasons get sort of a little bit bad. Not gonna lie. But I do think that the first couple of seasons are pretty darn good. But it's like that with every big series, right? Well, there's a few out there that doesn't really suffer a whole bunch, but as they grow older, I mean, but some really do, and Suits is one of them, I think. I think they, like, the first couple of seasons are absolutely banger, absolutely great, and then, like, there's just, like, at some point, Javi just seems like he's out of his depth, and then, I don't know, yeah. And everything is at that point too easy for Mike Ross. It's just sort of odd. Where it feels like, how did Javi even have a successful business before Mike Ross? I feel like, and they emphasize that almost themselves, which I think is sort of a dumb call. To make it feel that way. Bizarre World? I don't know. I don't know quite. I don't quite know about that. Um, I might try to come up with something more fantastical, because right now it's like just a singular village, right? But the goal is to transform the entire world, making multiple nations, lore, uh, like all over the world. So I want it to. I haven't. I have. You're right. I shouldn't name it something, but I need to really think on that because I want it to be essentially as big as Lord of the Rings. I want it to be. I mean, in Lord of the Rings you have Middle Earth, right? And that's sort of encompasses everything that you see in Lord of the Rings. And I want to have something like that, except we actually have 3 dimensions to work with. So I think I need to come up with, and just hear me out, 6 different names, 2 names for each dimension, one that is locally known, so let's say that this one is known as Middle Earth or whatever. That's not going to be what we call it, but presuming that it is. Did I just fall down? Really? Presuming that it is, what we're gonna end up calling it. I'm also gonna need like a name to refer to it, like the gods would. So, like if we take something out of Norse mythology, where we have Midgard, which is the earth, we have Hell, or Hal, and we have Asgard, which is the gods realm, right? And I sort of want to do something akin to that, where the deities of this world uh, have their own sort of naming for it. I don't know, I think that just gives a little bit more in-depth lore. I also gotta name the different countries and stuff, but I've never been good at naming stuff. So I'm hoping that my community is simply just gonna grow, and then I can pop in a bunch of polls or something like that at Discord and just go, hey, look, I need this named. Give me an idea. Well, I don't think it should be. I don't think it should have any part of my username in it. I want it to be more like when I refer to it. Well, when I refer to it, I'm gonna call it my hardcore world, right? But if I ever were to refer to it in another way, then it'd be like I don't know, Calthria or something like that. We're gonna go play on Calthria today or whatever, right? So like sort of a fantasy feeling name, Caldria or I don't know. And that's, I don't know where I've stolen that name from, but I've stolen it from somewhere. Just quick disclaimer. But I can't remember where. I might actually be getting sick. Huh. I haven't been sick in so long. But my nose is stuffy. Maybe. Maybe. Though it would probably, if I were to go with something like that, I would probably choose to only call it Ipujalis, or if that's how you intend for me to pronounce it. I would probably intend for... Did I just jump straight down? Intend for it to be here on just like a singular phrase, not, or sorry, a singular word and not a full-on phrase. Hey, everyone. How are you? Alright, let's get upwards here. Are we done with this for today? Or for this layer? I think we are. That's good, man. That's good. It is the bot that sort of helps out with some management things where I can essentially tell it that people shouldn't be allowed to spam or auto-mute certain things or stuff like that. Um, so it's sort of a well, yeah, it's not actively in use though, but it's there in case I ever want to mess about with that sort of thing, you know. If I ever were to feel like messing about with it, I could. Are we gonna close it up fully now? No, unfortunately not. I would very much have liked for me to have been able to fully close up on this now. But I suppose it's not that easy. Although I do think that we might actually just close up fully on it anyway. Like continue going up here with the back piece until we're where we're supposed to be. Like right here. Because that means I can just take out all of the blocks I have in my inventory and replace them with glass. Which would be monumental. Like that would be so nice. Because then we don't have to go up and down very often. Well, glass and glow lichen, I suppose. We are very, very close. Alright, let's get rid of all the blocks. Huh. Alright. So, wait, let's just get all of this down here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What's 14 divided by 4? I should be able to do this, but 3.5 stacks more. Okay. So just 3 stacks more for each. 1, 2, 3. No, oops, we actually gotta. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll keep a couple of empty spaces just for giggles. Yeah, we are, and that's it's kind of big, isn't it? Huh. Darn. Hey, Toby. Welcome. I guess the 2 blocks we can keep on us, the 2 stacks are just going to be those 2. Since there might be holes every now and then, and these are going to be the most common blocks for this anyway. How you been, Toby? Everything good? Ah. Well, it's okay to be tired. So, it's just, well, I'm going to be streaming for a long time today, so you can just sit back and enjoy the entirety of the stream, right, Toby? Likely going to be streaming for a long time today, because we're going to be finishing up the dragon today, no matter what. Like, I don't care how long it's going to take, we're going to finish it up. If I have to call in sick tomorrow, I'll call in sick tomorrow. Supposing that it takes more than 18 hours. If it takes more than 18 hours to finish from here, I might get a wee bit upset. Wait, how am I counting 18 hours? I mean 12. As long as it doesn't take 12 hours to build this thing, we should be good. But if it does, that's just what it's going to have to do. I'm going to call in sick. At this point, I have made up my mind. If it need be. As long as we keep up the good work, there shouldn't be an issue here. Like, we might have a small issue on teeth and quartz we need for that. But I'm pretty sure I can just AFK by the gold farm for a while and let that run out, and then once we're done running that, we can in all likelihood just barter our way to so like if that's needed. I'm not even sure it is, because we might have a pretty decent amount of quartz already. But if that is needed, oh darn, oh well, at least I didn't fly all the way away. Really? All that smooth parkour only to fall down there. Oh, my shoulders are so tired. For whatever reason. I don't even feel like I worked out that hard. Or rather, my shoulders are sore. Maybe I slept sort of bad. It feels stiff. Ugh, stiff and muscle painy, you know. Ah, wait, I know what it's from. Never mind then. Forget I said anything. And now we should be able to do all of this from over here. I don't mind that a few of them goes a little bit too far. Alright, let's see how far we can get on this. Wouldn't that be quite exciting? Oh. There you go. Well, I hope so. I really hope so, but we can't. I can't fully trust that I'll never die, but I might not, which would be pretty cool. Imagine that this world just keeps going. We almost made it to 2,000 days though. That's a big achievement. And we have, like, we've been building, and we haven't been very much AFK in this world, which I think is, like, makes it even nicer, because sure I did AFK for a few things, such as the shulkers, but that's just things that we can't really avoid AFKing from, but we did our very best to avoid AFKing from anything else by simply making machines that are so powerful that we won't have to AFK for very long amounts of time. I'd rather dedicate a bunch of time to making a machine that can produce what I need in a couple of minutes rather than standing AFK by a particular farm for hours on end. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Philza 12,000 days was in bad gear or wasn't. Well, I guess he wasn't being saved by the fact that he was down in a cave, but I'm gonna go into caves too. Heck, I'm eventually going to fight a warden, right? So soon, too. Though I am when I fight him, it's not gonna be one-on-one. Be faster. Why do I need to be faster? Am I racing someone? I guess I'm racing the decay of my soul. That is a pretty good point. But whenever I try to go faster, I just end up dropping down and taking damage. Making it go even slower, you know. Okay. And it's also sort of difficult to make out where I have already been on this sort of thing here, which really bugs me. Because I'm trying to put in as many of the glass panes as I can possibly see them, but I know I'm skipping a few here and there. Also putting in a few extra here and there, but Oh, really? Oh, that really pisses me off. Destroying a piece of glass so I can easily jump up proceeds to fall straight down. It's moments like that that make me very happy that we're so close to being done with this place. Hey Aaron, welcome. How are you, man? It's been a wee while. I know you're busy and all, but it's good seeing you. I'm happy to see you again. Alright, oh, I actually think we have enough glass to continue for at least another layer, and this layer is going to be even smaller. That's good, that's good. Gotta stay up on those books, man. Make sure you read everything you can. Become a sponge. Never to be seen again. Oh, Huh. Oh, I actually thought there was more to it than that. No, oh, thank God. If I had to make a guess, Pickle, supposing that we don't need too much quartz. Well, let's just say the head without teeth, I think I'm going to be done with in about 2.5 hours. I think I'm going to have everything done here in 2.5 hours, except for the teeth of the dragon. Maybe the mouth. I might struggle still a little bit on the mouth. But 2.5 hours, I think we're going to be have all the major parts done. After that, we have a bit of time where we need to gather a few other resources. um, and I think that resource gathering might take half an hour, maybe a little bit more, depending on how much quartz we need. And then probably 45 minutes after from that. So I think we have a good 4 more hours of building left in us. But then it's also going to be done. Like, at least that's my estimation. Like, and I'm giving myself plenty of time to fall down and get upset and breathe. I might actually have to make myself a cup of coffee today. I usually only drink coffee while I'm working. Uh, but if this, because I don't know, just something about the taste of coffee and not necessarily the caffeine in coffee. Get less of a boost from drinking Red Bull, even though it has considerably more sugar. Well, I don't have sugar in my coffee, so I guess that's a given, but considerably more caffeine and sugar in it than a coffee, but a coffee really gets me going. Like with a coffee, I can focus right back in. Uh, it's my secret to being able to pull off. Oh, I remember during the project week last year. So I mean, in 2024. Was that November? I think it was. Like preparing for Black Friday and stuff. I had a couple of days where I was working upwards to 20 hours. And the only thing that got me through it was a severe misuse, and it is a misuse of coffee. An addiction, actually. Afterwards, I would wake up in the morning with a headache because, like, my body was craving a cup of coffee. Coffee is addictive, don't get me wrong. Like, it's a drug like any other. It's actually the most consumed drug in the world. Although you can't be arrested for it, which I guess is a good thing. But coffee is as much of a drug as, well, actual drugs. So, I mean, the effect is just, well, I suppose less gruesome in the long run, but you can get addicted to it. My mum, when she was my age, she used to own this local grocery store in the village that she lived in. And I fully believe she's still addicted, but she won't give me that. But like, I drink a lot of coffee, and like, she puts me to shame by a lot. Like, I kid you not, I think that woman drinks like 2 liters, maybe 3 liters of coffee a day. She has heart issues, and wow, surprise. But well, that's not what I wanted to get into. But once well, multiple times she's told me the story of when she realized that she actually had become addicted to coffee, and it was when she owned this small local grocery store. Minecraft the coffee. I'm gonna have to think a little bit about that one. It's not that straightforward. It's not that simple. What's in the box? It's not as simple as just choosing between them. But anyway, Mum, she like, she would wake up at 4 in the morning, and she'd brew a kettle of coffee, and like a big kettle of coffee, and she'd drink it. Which, I mean, it was back in the uh, I don't know. Or was she even my age, or was she younger or older? I don't know. Well, anyway, she used to own this grocery store, and I think it was in the '70s, maybe start '80s, somewhere around there. Anyway, and the house she had, or the grocery store, was not very good. It was like one of the grocery stores where they would live in them. And they would sort of be the gathering spot for like small local communities, which is really nice. But she would get up in the 4 in the morning and start brewing coffee because she's not a morning person. Um, and she would drink that entire like kettle of coffee within like half an hour, and then she'd brew a new one. And it was like half a liter or a liter. That sort of changes depending on how adventurous she feels when she's telling the story, whether it's a liter or half a liter. Mm. And she claims that half the purpose was to just keep her warm. Because like in the winter like it would be warmer inside of the fridge where she kept the milk than it would be in the rest of the store. Um, at least that's what she claims, right? And to be fair, I actually fully believe her. But that being said, she would drink like either a liter or half a liter, and then she would brew a new one because I don't know, she was still cold, and could still keep her hands warm, like always having her hand on a newly brewed or a newly poured cup of coffee. Um, and then after having done that for about half a year, like every Sunday, because Sunday was the only day she would have off, um, she would wake up with this raging headache, and that headache would only go away once she had her cup of coffee. Turns out that she was actually experiencing withdrawal when she didn't get up at 4 to drink her half a liter or a liter of coffee. Um, and I don't know, she was massively addicted. Now, I would still say Mum is massively addicted because if she doesn't at least get her like 3 cups of coffee in the first half an hour of her being sort of awake, she gets real pissy, or at least her mood sort of changes quite a bit. So she might not have a headache, but she sure as hell is acting like someone who needs her fix before I start talking to her. So, I mean, uh, all right. See you later, everyone. Hmm. But yeah, that's it for that little story. let's just get some more glass. I need to have 6 now, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can grab at least another stack of each. And since these are the ones that I use the most, we're just gonna grab a little bit more of them. Let's see if we can get all the way through this in one go. Or how far that amount of glass will take us. Because there's still quite a lot of glass here. Oh, really? It's actually kind of impressive how we fall through every now and then. Like all the way. Like there are so many pieces of glass that we could have hit on the way down, but didn't. Really? I thought I was standing there just fine. Right, that was a hollow schematic. I absolutely... I'm starting to feel a little bit upset about that. I'm not gonna... I'm not gonna lie. It is getting to me. I'm so looking forward to the time when all of this is starting to gather up in one spot rather than being like a little bit over there, a little bit over there, a little bit here, a little bit over there. That kind of feels bad, not gonna lie. Like just placing glass panes I can do. Having to jump back and forth, apparently I struggle quite a bit with that. And up we go, even further. Soon, this will be the highest spot in the world. We still have to sort of take care of an area over there, but oh, they go up that many layers. Well, just means we have to go up 3 layers over here. It's fine. Before we move over to the other one. next level. Hey, welcome back, Aaron. Oh, finished algebra, all right? Annoyed. Why? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Welcome back, Pickle. Well, I suppose. Well, he isn't necessarily. Well, I mean, I suppose he isn't completely wrong, Aaron. But I guess I get why that would, like, it would peeve me too if, like, like somebody said, yeah, use my stuff for it, and then when I do the stuff I need to do, then and then they'd go, well, wait, why are you doing this stuff? It'd be like, well, because this is what I do. Yes, of course, Pickle. We're just, continuing building, and, wait, hold on. Hmm. Well, you might just have to, make that argument to him, then. That something's gonna have to give here, that, like, of course, he should be allowed to have his hobby of photo editing. Like, that's his hobby, and he should, of course, be allowed to have it. Uh, but it doesn't seem like you two can coexist on the same computer if you're not allowed to have your hobby, which you feel is you could do it from this way, right? If you have a discussion with your dad about it, you could say, "Dad, of course, I want you to have a hobby, but the computer was bought for the two of us to sort of mend our hobbies on. Um, and to me, it would seem that there's just not enough space on the tool that we're using for both of us to have our hobbies. So that's 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just get a little bit more. And then let's grab 2 of these and 1 of these. Yeah. But I'm guessing he doesn't do it to annoy you. And I suppose if you were to articulate yourself in a productive manner, that he would be able to understand where you're coming from. You just go, hey Dad, computer bought for both of us so we can both enjoy our hobbies. I understand that you, of course, that photo editing takes up a lot of space, and I don't need a whole bunch, but when you're done with all of your stuff, I have 4 gigabytes left, and it's not unusual for any regular game to take up 20 gigabytes. Not to speak that I also like to edit my music and make music and have programs that do that, so it's just sort of difficult for both of us to be contained on this this device, which I think is kind of unfair. It's not that you shouldn't have a hobby, it's just that I feel like if it was bought for both of us and it has 100 gigabytes, then it would be a fair split, saying 50-50, and alright, if that's not fair because you're the grown-up and I'm just the kid, and then I can see that, but then at least give me 30 gigabytes, not 4. Like, it was a spot for us to share, and I wouldn't call 4% sharing. At least I don't feel like I can fully participate in my hobby when I have to make sure that I don't take up more than 4 gigabytes, because that makes you upset. I think that's kind of unfair, Dad. How is there a way we can work around this? And I'm sure he would say yeah. Like I'm sure he, like, if you articulate yourself well, then he would be more than willing to find a compromise. But I get why it's annoying. I get why it's annoying, for sure. Ah, darn. Can we find our way up from here? We can. I just need to not jump straight down again. What would you look at that? I think we are about, well, excluding the head, of course. But with the body and all the glass, I think we're 98% of the way there now. Which is a pretty wild thing to say, I think. There's almost a part of me that just won't. I'm just gonna continue on this side for until we reach the spot where we need to be. So we just head up onwards. Guys, that means I can solely work on that area over there, which also should cut down on the amount of rockets I need to use all the time. Who could possibly have foreseen that this would take so long? But besides that, Aaron, is everything else all right? Are you doing all right? Is there any progress or improvements in your health? Welcome back, Airline. I still haven't figured out which is better, coffee or Minecraft, or which I would rather want to live without. But I think I almost would have to say Minecraft. Just because I can't imagine life without coffee, and I can't imagine life without Minecraft. Although, a little bit sad, we'll admit. We'll admit. Hey, Nikki, it's been a while. How are you? It's been a long while, actually. Welcome back. How's life been? Have a good Christmas, all of that sort of stuff? New Year's? That's good. That's good. Alright, and we're almost up to the top here now. On this side. We still have a lot to do over there, but that's also going to go a lot quicker once we're done with this. Oh, it's so satisfying when we finally kick this off. So, oh, I'm happy that people check in from time to time. It's a really nice feeling, you know? But damn, we're really going at it here. Okay, so that's the final level for this side. So now we fly over, restock on glass to get all of this done. Oof. Might not be fully the final, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are gonna be kind of close, I think. Let's get some more rockets before we head up. Yeah, we're gonna have plenty of glass panes for side projects, which is kind of fortunate, right? That's it's gonna be nice having more than enough for anything that I would like to build at some point, as long as it's one of the colors that we have a bunch of. Alright, can I place from down here? I mean, we're not going to be able to do this for long, but... Is this easier? I think it might be. No threat of falling down. I mean, at some points we're going to have to jump up here, just to make it easier, but like it doesn't really matter if we then fall down afterwards. But when we get to spots like this, we're going to have to start playing it a little bit smart. Such a wild look, this. One moment, it's been a while since... Maybe later, mate. Depends on how long this takes. Hey, Fishy, how are you? Everything well? Pickle did come by, yeah. I think he might even still be here, although he did say something about grabbing some snacks and watching been muted for 40 minutes? Really? Huh. And I do think he prefers to be called Pickle, just no dude, guy, or anything like that, so I mean... I know you guys sort of have a hate boner for each other, but try and keep it hidden, yeah? Oh really? I think he's watching some One Piece. Perfect. Level up then. Oh, right. Well, I suppose he's still watching an episode then. Or maybe it turned into two. Who knows? Hmm. But aside from that, well, the build is going pretty terrific right now. We're getting very, very close to the finish line. Like we just need to put in the head pretty much. I still have to finish a little bit up here on the back, but it's we're gonna finish today. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really nice. It's actually really nice. You have no idea how much of a relief that is to me. That we're finally gonna finish up on this build. Uh, I think I would mind less if it was full blocks we were placing like this. I wouldn't mind. I'd rather put down 10 million. Uh, at, wow, I was just about to speak in Danish too. I'd much rather want to put down 1 million solid blocks uh, than 100,000 glass panes. Like this, like that's I think that would be a good trade. Glass panes just look so damn good, man. Fishy, come on, dude. Just calm down a bit. If Pickle decided he wanted to do something different, then that's alright too. I'm sure you know the feeling of suddenly just wanting to be a little bit alone. I have difficulty sort of spotting out the correct path to like run up here. Between the glass right now. That's kinda hard. Alright, and we have this bit. This is the easier bit because there are more glass panes here. So it's much easier just to spam place them. once we sort of gotten the outskirts right down and placed. But for each layer we go up here, there's going to be fewer and fewer blocks, so I mean, we might just be very close to being done with the majority of the glass blocks here. Oh, that's so exciting. So exciting. A couple of times I thought about giving up on this build, but it's gonna feel so good when we're done. I think it's sort of a very good build for like day 2000 or for like 2000 days of Minecraft. Oh. Fly out, please. Yes, there we go. Like, with each 1000 days, we've sort of had a hallmark build, right? Where, with the first 1000 days, it was the skull. And the next 1000 days, it was the dragon. And we're still gonna have almost 150 days, I suspect, left to do the remaining, like, just tidy up around here. Make things look nice. Well, we might just go looking for a trail ruin. I've always wanted to fully explore one of those. Do you guys know where trail ruins usually spawn? Alright. Thank you, man. Bye, you too. But my mental state is going to crumble. I know that much. I guess that's sort of part of almost reaching the top or being done. Oh, is there no more glass panes over here? Nice! Now they're just concentrated in one specific location. Now that I can live with. What is... Where were we? Well, we were, like usual, placing the glass in. Not very memorable, I know, but hopefully the build is gonna be fairly memorable. Let's just eat. No. Okay. Jump over here, 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 here. Can I reach that? No. All right. Just a little bit more, Joe, and then we're gonna be done with this. So keep it together. Just land on those damn glass panes. So that you can get up there. Don't lose your cool. We've done it. Okay. I guess that means we start on the face now. That's a pretty wild statement. Jesus, we're actually good. We're doing it. We're doing it. We are actually doing it. Okay, so now I just need to go way down until we hit beard. Oops. Wait, what's that? What's this? Huh. Alright, so now we're going to start needing these blocks. I am hoping that if I just grab a stack of each of these, it's gonna turn out that we're not gonna need a bunch of them, but we'll see. Wait, did I just spot orange paint glass? I did, didn't I? Huh. Well, it's lucky we still have plenty of glass, but... I must admit, I would have sort of liked had I not had to do this. Do we have some orange dye in the orange? We have plenty of orange dye in the orange chocolate. There's no way I'm gonna need more than this. There might also be a time when we're gonna need some red stained glass, but we'll deal with that as we get there. Really? Do I have to place these down by hand? And I'm also gonna have to grab some, we're not gonna be using redstone blocks, but we are going to be using, shroom lights. I might just use red concrete instead of the redstone blocks, since I have a fair amount of that just lying around. Then we grab this. Oh. Let's get some light. Fill this in so nothing can spawn there. Which is the last thing we want. Something spawning on our platform. Or sorry, spawning up here. As long as there's plenty of light, I won't need to fill it in, but as long as there isn't plenty of light, we are going to be filling in this thing. Kettle concrete. We're starting to use more and more of that, so let's just grab 2 stacks. If a beard isn't at least a little bit scruffy looking, you're doing it wrong, I think. Like, there needs to be parts of it that sort of just comes in and out as it pleases all by itself. Like, you can just give it a little bit of extra feel to it, like this, but I don't know how exactly they became orange stained connecting glass panes, but they sure as hell did, so now I sort of have to live with that. Not that it's too bad, it's just a little bit annoying, not gonna lie. As long as the red can't be seen, we're not gonna bother putting it in. But it seems like we have gotten to the spot where we can start popping in actual flesh to this thing. Alright, damn. I was hoping that I could sort of jump that, but no. We have to use a rocket. Out of that color concrete. Looks sort of odd when it's just hovering there all by itself, doesn't it? But I think it's definitely the right color scheme for it, so. Okay, I want that in my inventory, not all the other stuff. Because that way it's a way easier seeing which terracotta color I'm missing. In this case it would be orange. I hate so much that you can't just fully stop even though you're asking it to. Well, I guess we'll fill this in to a degree. We have no business doing anything in the beard, so. Might as well just give me a pretty decent work around here. I heard that. Which also means that it is about time that we get out of here. Skedaddle. Yeet. Bye, you phantoms. How's the lighter? Ooh. Right. We have to grab our sword after we've slept, and we have to go fix the Elytra. That's kind of low. Not that that should be any issue. Like, we should be able to get back and forth without falling. But I don't know. It still feels kind of iffy when done like this. Sword. Extra fireworks. We. Hey, Mag. I haven't gone absolutely nuts yet, but we're getting there for sure. I'm it's starting to affect me, but I'm holding on by a thread, so don't worry. It's you're in crisis right now. Why? What's going on? Everything all right? uh, mm. Uh, mm. Yeah, that's what? Wait, is it? Mm, mm, I should be careful with how I word this, but is it this kind of stuff I imagine that it probably is? Like, is that the sort of stuff we're talking about? All right, all right. In that case, tell her that under no circumstance do you want that sort of thing. If she really wants to do that sort of thing, then she can come over and you can eat cake and strawberries, but not anything that's not any of the things that she's hoping for. I mean, if you want to, then that completely changes things. If you want to, then just send her things. But oh wait, there's more beard. I figured that we would be. I wouldn't need to bring any more beard blocks. Oh well. Well, you've gotten to a certain age. It's only quite as well. It's quite natural, I think. That she would also start being interested in that sort of thing. So, I mean, I'm not gonna have the age discussion with you though. Just do you want to say yes? I'm not gonna dictate your life, man. But if you want to say yes, then I suppose you should. I think you should think about it, and you should figure out whether or not that's the kind of thing that you want right now. Oh. There you go. A stack of each should be enough to finish up beard parts. Well, you should also consider this, right? Uh, it might hurt her feelings if you don't want to. I'm not saying that as an excuse for you to be a pig. Let me just get that absolutely clear. I'm saying that maybe she wants to feel attractive or something like that. And she wants to make sure that you are still in love with her or still care for her in the same way you did when you were younger and more of a teenager. No, no, don't. That would be creepy as heck, man. If you did. I already feel sort of weird about talking about that with you on stream. So I mean, nah, it's good. It's good. Like I don't mind too much, but like it is kind of weird. Not gonna lie. Like just like imagine it from my point of view, right? Uh, I'm an older guy, right? And that's sort of where things break apart a little bit for me, because I mean, it's not a good look of me talking about that sort of stuff, especially about viewers who is likely a lot younger than I am. Girlfriend. But the build is going pretty well. We've been making some mega good progress on it, so I'm pretty pleased about that, for sure, for sure. We're moving along quite nicely. I think we're like the plan is to finish this up today. So I mean, we are getting some darn good progress in. All right, have a good one. Have a good one, and be safe out there, dude. Use protection. Mm. Okay, is all that good? Yes, it is. Perfect. All that black terracotta there. I'm gonna come back to fill that in alongside with the quartz, like the teeth. Like, I'm just gonna have to wait with all of that, because I don't have the black dye for it right now. Okay, so we need to get some light in, more glow lichen, and some we might as well fuck it. We're just gonna fly back. I'm just gonna go ahead and place one there, one here. Like, because that won't matter. Grab some of this, just place it at random spots around here. That's probably fine. Now we go up. Really? All the blue terracotta is just gonna get switched out with whatever I'm holding at the time, just for ease of concept. have some glow lighting to fix up these sort of dark spots. Alright, we're also gonna need some more two of these. Do that. That hasn't moved. Gucci. I guess I should be doing the tongue too while we're here. Did the tongue start down here? Yeah, okay. Like, I do have the tongue blocks on me, so there's no reason not to, except for the fact that I can't land on them, apparently. Ah, right, from up there. Well, that's slowly going to be an issue, but only slowly. Or soon to be an issue, but not yet. Like, all we're not going to do, like, we're gonna fill this completely in, because I have no idea where the all the stuff that we're gonna be dealing with is, like all the holes and such. But like when we need to go upwards, we can change out a few things. Can I remove this block down there? No, but I can remove this block, right? Yes. Yosh. Just for so I don't have to put glow lichen in here to make sure nothing spawns. Because I don't want to go absolutely insane with it, but I do want to have it like have a few good spots here. Have I already used those? Okay, I think I'm gonna get rid of the dark blocks. Or at least like these ones. Because I think it's simply just too much of that comparatively to the ones we actually need. What are you? Snow layer? No.